How you guys doing? Good, good. I'm glad you're doing that woo, because we have a good show for you. It's woo-worthy. We have Jessie Mueller from Crystal Bridges here. One of the best art museums in the country. She's an exhibition designer, and she's here. We also have the Caleb Miller solo project. He's by himself. It's solo. And we have a great title sponsor, Big Whiskeys. Check out this video.
Ordering a whiskey can be intimidating, but at Big Whiskeys, you don't have to walk in with whiskey knowledge. We're on your side.
Whiskey, me? Sure thing, and you? How about one of our bourbons on the rocks?
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Big Whiskeys, American restaurant and bar.
Yeah. There's Dave Smith. How you doing, Dave?
What's up, everybody? What's up, Balcony? What's up, Jeff? How are you? Mi
Good.
amigo, mi hermano.
That's good enthusiasm. I like the accent lighting behind you.
You like that?
It looks good. You do that?
Well, no, but thank God it doesn't flush me out. Like that pale white lighting from last time. This is great. This celebrates not only my skin tone, but my heritage.
There he is, Dave Smith. All right. Let's do things I've noticed.
These things I've noticed. These things I've noticed, yeah.
Yeah.
These things I've noticed. These things I've noticed, yeah.
Yeah. Most people hate that song. So we do it all the more. Haters gonna hate. All right, these are things I've noticed, things I've observed, and since I have a new child, a brand new 2-week-old child, these are parenting things I've noticed, plus pregnancy. All right, here we go. I've noticed that pregnancy is beautiful, like a painting. If a painting was set on fire and then shoved inside of you for 9 months. I didn't write that one. I've noticed that the good thing about having a baby in this day and age is you can seek answers to your medical questions online and find out that some things could be either not a problem or the biggest problem ever. I'll get you back with this one. I've noticed that cows are just society's wet nurses. I've noticed that I don't know what age to stop congratulating a child for successfully going to the bathroom in a toilet. I've noticed that if my son ever declared he no longer cared about being a big boy, I would lose all ability to parent effectively. He's like, I don't care. I don't care if a big boy would do this. Fine. And finally, I've noticed that parenting is just manipulation for a good cause. Things I've noticed.
These things I've noticed. These things I've noticed.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, speaking of noticing things, one of the things that we've noticed is that there are enough lists recognizing people doing exceptional work. 40 under 40, 20 under 30, 10 for 10, all these lists. But there's this vast middle that never gets recognized. So here at the Mystery Hour, we decided it's time for us to recognize those in the middle. And we decided to have a contest called the 10 Most Meh.
Most meh.
And here they are. There they are. They're the most meh in the Ozarks. There they are. The 10 most meh. And by 10 most meh, I mean 9. Okay. We're gonna not just end it at 10 though, we're gonna whittle it down to 3 finalists and then crown the most meh person out there. The most ordinary. The person who takes extra off of the ordinary and just leaves it there. All right. So if you hear your name and submission called, take one big step forward. I drive a Honda Civic, but it's the sporty one, so it kind of gets good gas mileage, but not really. Michael Underlin, you're a finalist. All right. I trained my dog to not always pee in the house. Danielle Hart, please step forward. You are a finalist. I'm a high school English teacher. I'm not a babysitter. Okay, I'm an underappreciated, overworked, and underpaid babysitter, but I show up every day, most days. Tina Lindsay, step forward. All right, scoot on over, guys. Scoot over a little bit. All right. The curtain will close behind you, eliminating the other 6 or 7 people. That's okay. They're just being released to the tigers. Okay. So we're going to find the most meh through 3 different rounds of competition, and whoever gets the middle on all of these will win. We're going to have 2 rounds, and the last round is worth double to see who's most in the middle. All right, Michael, why don't you step forward, grab a question from there. This one is called Meh, I Ask You a Question. All right, Michael, your question is, where did you go on your last anniversary date?
Oh. The park?
You're in the running, okay. And what's your name?
Danielle.
Danielle, go ahead, pick another question.
Great.
Danielle, your question is, how many times do you wear your jeans without washing them?
I literally never wash my jeans.
Ooh, you guys are doing great. Okay. Tina, pick out your question. Your question is, who finished 6th in the 2012 Olympic pole vault? Right in the middle.
They told me I didn't have to speak today.
That's not correct, but I think it's right. Tina, first place. Okay, moving on to round 2.
Most meh.
Come back here. Come back here. All right, here's what's going to happen. You guys each have milk. And what's going to happen here is you are going to pour the milk into the glass. You have 10 seconds. Whoever ends up with the middle amount of milk in the glass wins round 2. Oh yeah, this one is called milk. All right, grab your milk and start pouring. You have 10 seconds. If you need to adjust, you can drink a little bit, whatever. On your mark, get set, go. Cheater, go ahead. See how everyone else is doing. You want the middle. You want the middle. There you go. There you go. All right. Time is up. Let's put them together.
Dang it.
Tina, you're not even trying at all. Michael, congratulations. You've won round 2. All right, it's time for round 3.
Most meh.
Okay, for the final round of Most Meh, this one's worth double, so still anyone can win. We have Michael with 1 point and Tina with 1 point, but whoever gets this one, I think, is going to be the winner. All right, so what's going to happen here is we have a target here. Inside the target, you guys might see a very big target. We have a man representing your high school guidance counselor who told you could reach for the stars, and that was just too high. So, behind you, we have TV dinners, which we assume you eat a lot. And what you're going to do is you are going to throw them at the target, at your high school guidance counselor. Whoever gets the middle closest to the target wins this round. Okay, everyone grab your TV dinner. They're whispering to themselves, what does that mean? That's a fair question. Okay. All right, we're going to do this. We're going to, you guys are going to do it all together. Bunch up a little more here. Bunch up here. We're trying not to get everything gross, just your guidance counselor's face. Okay. Here, scoot over this way. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, throw. All right. That was disappointing. Okay, so I believe one didn't make it there. One got too close, and one was right in the middle. So let's come over. It's time to crown the champion. Come back here. All right, we are crowning the champion. So, with 2 points, the winner, who will wear, or 3 points actually, who will wear the most meh crown for the next year, also gets a gift bucket, gets a gift bucket with a accessory poster with a cat saying, meh in there, baby. A bathroom rug, Alfredo, oil for a weed eater, and toilet paper, your 2017 most meh, Michael Underland. Congratulations. We'll be right back with Jesse Mueller.
That comedy bit brought to you by Bush, Ramlow, and Shore, CPAs, accountants. Funny.
Guest booking provided by Gig Salad.
Additional sponsorship provided by Big Whiskey's official American restaurant and bar of the Mystery Hour.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you can find the success in your own life, which is success, no, muccess. Anyway, we have a great guest tonight and a great title sponsor. Springfield History Museum. It's where all the things that were before are now. Yeah. Our guest tonight is the exhibition designer at Crystal Bridges, one of the best art museums in the country, and it's very close to us here. Please put your hands together for Jesse Mueller. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Thanks for coming on the show.
You're welcome.
I feel like you're probably a bigger deal than people might think on the surface, and maybe even more than you think yourself.
That might be true.
So, first, for anyone that doesn't know Crystal Bridges, how do you explain it to people?
The museum?
Yeah.
It is a beautiful art museum in Northwest Arkansas, designed by Moshe Safdie, a world-renowned architect. American art museum, so art from colonial to present, and it's
But it's
great.
not just like, because I've been there a few
I'm
times.
not selling it. I'm not.
No, it's fine. Like, because you're right, it is an art museum, but I always, because I struggle with the same thing, like, it's a lot bigger deal than you might think it is, because the architecture is beautiful. It is with nature and has one of the best collections out there.
Yes, yeah, our three pillars are art, architecture, and nature, which is something that's pretty unique to an art museum. You know, typically museums focus on art, and we have buildings in our collection. We have a Frank Lloyd Wright house on our property. We have a Buckminster Fuller Fly's Eye Dome on our property. You know, and our building itself is something to come see. And then we're set on 120 acres in the middle of downtown Bentonville with 3.5 miles of walking trails. And you know, we have signage for all the plants. Like, we treat all of those things equally.
And there's installations like on a trail.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so it's Northwest Arkansas. And I imagine that people from here, all in the general region, but also elsewhere, are like, what is that doing there?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, very much. When the museum first opened, there was a lot of press about it. People from art communities, New York, LA, those regions were shocked and a little appalled that, you know, our founder was going to take this great art collection and put it in Arkansas where no one's going to see it. But
right.
we've had over 3 million visitors in less than 6 years, so obviously we've proven that that is
It's
not
incredible. It's incredible. And so Your job is exhibition designer.
Yes.
What does that mean?
It's a good question. I wish someone would tell me. There's a lot of other duties as assigned that comes up, but
I understand that.
my background is in architecture, so I work with the curators and the rest of the content team to lay out the exhibitions. So I do floor plans and elevations and pick wall colors, and then work with our graphic designer to kind of figure out what the visual identity for each exhibition is going to be.
Yeah. Okay, now speaking of visual identity, we have some pictures of Crystal Bridges so people can get a sense of it. Can you guys pull those up? There, like, yeah, you can go through. I think we have a couple more. That's an installation on a trail.
Yes.
And that, I put that one in there because that is a sculpture of a man that couldn't look more real.
Oh, he gets me every time. I work there, and every time I open the door into that gallery, I'm like, oh.
Do you ever like look out of the corner of your eye and you're like, he's standing?
Yeah.
He's getting closer to me.
Things happen that we don't talk about.
Is it haunted?
There are some rumors of that.
Really?
Yeah, I've never had any experiences personally, but
That's rare. I feel like only old buildings are haunted.
yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
You're like, Jeff, I'm not going to deal with your misconceptions. So what are the challenges of what you do? Like what goes into thinking of what makes a good exhibition? What makes it look good?
It's a lot of problem solving. I like to think of my job as creative problem solving. You know, because I'm coming at it from an aesthetic point of view, but most of the rest of the team is coming at it from a content point of view, and how do we get the message across to the visitors that we want to get across, and how do we make this intuitive for the visitors? So, you know, I'm really putting myself in the shoes of the visitor, thinking about where they're going to look as they come in and where they're going to turn, and how we can make this kind of a seamless experience for them.
Do you get, I imagine that your job is one of those things where it works when people don't notice.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Unfortunately,
Yeah. So you don't get a lot of people being like, great job with how this flowed.
Right, but when people can't find the exit, I get numerous comment cards about it.
Well, can I just say to you, great job. You do a good job. It's noticeably good. Yes. I'd say you are spectacular, meh.
Yes, where's my hat?
We'll get you a meh hat.
Okay, good.
Well, thanks so much for coming on the show, and thanks for like telling us about it.
Yeah,
I wanna help
everyone
spread the word.
come visit. It's almost Missouri. It's not that far away.
Almost Missouri, Crystal Bridges. We'll be right back with Caleb Miller's solo project.
Guest travel and accommodations provided by Hotel Vandervoort.
Systematic Savings Bank, official bank of the Mystery Hour. Tonight's musical guest is brought to you by Bear Village.
Welcome back. Hey, we have a great musician tonight. We're very excited to have him. He has a new CD out, and his name is Caleb Miller, the Caleb Miller Solo Project. Take it away.
Hold on, my dear, and don't you cry. Dry those eyes. Tell me, do I move too fast? Tell me, can we make this last? It's too dark, I feel, to see your face, but there's not a trace of loving in your eyes. Is no surprise. Turn around and say you let me down. Turn into the falling leaves around me. Turn a phrase for me. Turn to the sea. Don't turn me away. for so long. It's been a ride. God knows I tried to salvage everything I could. It seems I did no good. I tell you to be strong, but I know you are. You'll sure go far. As long as you can see you don't belong with me. Turn around and say you let me down. Turn into the falling leaves around me. Turn a phrase for me. Turn to the sea, but don't turn me away. Turn your head this way and say it to my face. Just tell me why you're falling for that lie of yours. It's in your head, of course. You have to try if you expect to win this time. Should I get down on my knees and beg you, darling, please to hear me through? Just hear me through. I'm singing for every boy who's ever been a toy to a girl like you, a girl like you. Oh, you can turn me down, you can turn me around, you can turn the tables any day, but don't turn me away.
That was awesome, man. Good job. We did it. That's our show tonight. Thanks so much for watching. 10% of our box office proceeds tonight goes to the Rare Breed. We'll see you guys next week. Caleb Miller.